Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Sao Paulo, of course, one of the best supported sides in Brazil, in the whole of Latin America. The Morumbis, the ultimate shrine, where 66,000 or so congregate week in, week out. As you can see, we've already started here. Gently done. Works it forward. Taken back almost at once. He can run onto that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking for the run. Messi! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Messi has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Messi has a look and plays it forward. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim. And Messi! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Sao Paulo really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Yildiz. And here's from Mario. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, shooting chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And that's been won straight back. And it's Luis Suarez. So we're still where we started right now. De Bruyne. It's a really well-measured ball. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Davids. Now it's Messi. De Bruyne. De Bruyne! Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Opts to play it back. It's a loose ball. Yeah. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Davids kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And it's Messi. He's found a way through. And De Bruyne! That comes as a mighty relief. Sao Paulo trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it
De Bruyne! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Beckham. Good read, needed to be. Romario, a player of legendary status. De Bruyne. Now Davids. Now it's Messi. Nice ball and he's in here.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Van Basten is there and he can get that clear. And it's Neymar. Gets his pass away.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now that is a hefty challenge. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he get onto this? Roberto Carlos is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Now it's Romario. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. Has a look and has a go. It's loose now and they want to get it back. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Senhoras e senhores, vejam no telão as informações sobre como se localizar dentro do estádio. Substituição no time do São Paulo.
And the second half gets underway.
Camisa 14.
So neither side has yet broken through.
Entrada do jogador. Camisa 9.
De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! They want to be quick to recover this. Sao Paulo different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Costa Curta makes the interception. Oh, this is a great position. Romario! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Romario really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Beckham gets rid without sophistication. Fires from distance. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Sao Paulo have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Messi. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's De Bruyne. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Lewandowski absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to...
There's the hit! It's there!
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
Público
Sao Paulo have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Cleared without complication. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Romario. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Beckham. And he's in on goal. Messi. And Messi has another goal. Goal! Sao Paulo! Into the lead once more. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Messi! And for sure, that was not one of his best. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. It's their second corner of the game.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 9, camisa 18, camisa 7. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 90.
And he's there to clear it.
Camisa 22, camisa 19.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a throw. De Bruyne. He's in space and looking for options. And the shot! Corner number 2 then. Messi with the short one. Lovely feet. He's under a lot of pressure there. And now they can spring out of defence. Ribéry. Danger averted for now. Nice control. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Sao Paulo have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Little doubt, that is a foul. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Keeper's not concerned by that. Roberto Carlos. They get a throw in. Davids. Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. He won't be happy with that one. That's good vision. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Now it's Messi. He's picked Messi! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Well, it's Luis Suarez! He scores! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. And that's it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Sao Paulo, of course, one of the best supported sides in Brazil, in the whole of Latin America. The Morumbis, the ultimate shrine, where 66,000... Big header! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Messi. And reclaimed it in a trice. Lewandowski. And that's definitely not his best. Son Heung-min. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Messi. Conte. Oh, super find. Nice shapes to shoot! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end.
He rises! Neymar. Nicely intercepted. That's a lovely, neat pass. No, that's been intercepted. Messi. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, important interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
There's the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Lewandowski is offering a right smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Up he goes! No, not the best of headers. Now it's Neymar. He is through here. Van Nistelrooy. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Can he get it through? Van this chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He could be in here. Now it's Haaland. Haaland! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Sao Paulo have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Well, there's the clearance. And he's only too happy to take that back. Messi aims beyond the defence. That has been cut short. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Lamine Yamal really added the width there thanks to his willingness.
Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lukaku. Now it's Son Heung-min. Roberto Carlos. Decent hit! Oh, split-second reaction.
Son Heung-min really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Roberto Carlos plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Belletti. He's found the way through. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! How very smart. He just got it right.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
And he's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Lewandowski. Haaland.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example. This is the time you need that pace.
Stood up well to him there. Roberto Carlos, the man we've all come to watch. Nicely worked. Messi. Shot could be on. Yamal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Lamine Yamal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And the first half is done. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And the second half gets underway.
Sao Paulo really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Bellingham kept his eye on it, and he's there. Haaland, Messi. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Van Nistelrooy belts one. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, the pass is intercepted. He's in space and looking for options.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Looks to clip it forward. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He gets big! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Neymar, can he put it away? They've got to be quick to recover this.
That's great defending to cover for the...
Yamal! And that's caused a worry or two.
Público presente na partida de hoje, 71.550
That is a great pick out. Son Heung-min. And it's Lukaku. Lukaku goes on a run down the left wing.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 21.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
That's what has to be done now. No question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Triol. Van Nistelrooy. That has not gone well. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pass somewhat off target. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Neymar.
That's good defensive concentration.
He's having a go! And again the keeper stands strong. Sao Paulo perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That pass has been... well, it's Son Heung-min! And the lead stays intact, just.
Son Heung-min knows only too well how important the chance was. He snatched at it.
Camisa 3. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 20.
Sao Paulo have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Messi, facing up to his adversary. Yamal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game now. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there. There they go, hunting again.
Shifted upfield, and here's Neymar.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
That's a shade optimistic. Belletti. Well-timed, excellent interception. Son Heung-min. Romario.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Neymar. Real chance! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate.
It's Son Heung-min! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Son Heung-min clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So their 4th corner of the game. So to play, and it is a goal kick. Beckenbauer is there, and he can pick it up. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And there goes the final whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Sao Paulo, of course, one of the best supported sides in Brazil, in the whole of Latin America. The Morumbis, the ultimate shrine, where 66,000 or so congregate week in, week out. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Camavinga did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Lovely ball and Højlund! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So, a breakthrough already. Foot in. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. He's had it taken off him. Sao Paulo looking to pass their way through. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And it's Messi.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Pass somewhat off target. Nicked it back promptly. And here's Højlund. Nice sequence of passes, this. Haaland absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to...
And the shot! No, he's missed it. And he's intervened well there. Van der Vaart. Picked up, real chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Højlund deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Triol. Matheus Cunha. Van der Vaart. Ball has bounced loose now. He won't be happy with that one. Matheus Cunha. Can he finish? And he hits the net. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Sao Paulo really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's got the shot away! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And that means just one thing, and he'll shoot here.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Looking tidy in possession here. Triol calmly anticipates. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Van der Vaart. Good spot, he's seen the run.
I wouldn't fancy play.
There's the hit! It's a goal! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
It's become a case of men against boys.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Oh, super find. Great hit! He's scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And it's Lewandowski. Defending was strong and firm. Martinelli. Van der Vaart. Oh, that was vital. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Under. Van der Vaart. And here's Højlund. Under. Hits one! Oh, denied at the last.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Van der Vaart, the regular corner taker. Van Dijk attempts a clearance.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Vieira. Martinelli. And here's Under. And he's straight offside. Oh, easy pickings there. Haaland. He's gone for goal! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Sao Paulo are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
This possibly the last play of the half. Can he finish? Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, what a half. For one, pretty much ideal. For the other, utterly dreadful. And we're only halfway through. That gets things going for the second half.
Sao Paulo can show their manager and their fans how much grit and spirit is actually in this team. The right characters can rescue a situation like this, and I think we're about to discover if they're present.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Maciej Cunha, and there's green grass and shot at goal! It's there! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. And the finish! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Sao Paulo are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Sao Paulo, of course, one of the best supported sides in Brazil, in the whole of Latin America. The Morumbis, the ultimate shrine, where 66,000 or so congregate week in, week out. He's going for goal! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And it's come back to the keeper. So Dida between the sticks for this one. Widely recognised, as we all know, Jim, to be one of the great keepers from Brazil.
The Big Easy. For me, there was indeed a time in his career where he was considered as being one of the best, Peter, if not the very best. You don't have a career like his unless you're quite special.
Now it's Neymar. Son Heung-min. Now it's Lukaku. Interesting ball. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Arezi. Played into space out wide. Out of play for a goal kick. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now it's Neymar. Oh, it's come loose. De Jong. Arezi.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Costa Curta. Lukaku. And here's Messi. Up he goes! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
He's going to be disappointed with that. He's in here! Great hit! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Van Dijk. And Pavard. Costa Curta. Pavard. And he's intervened well there. Son Heung-min. And the ball's a good one hit. Shot a goal! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Roberto Carlos. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar. And the counter is on. And he's managed to get free. Oh, shooting chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Pinches it off him. A goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Passing is crisp and sharp. Beckenbauer. Son Heung-min. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. Shapes to shoot! Goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks.
Belts one. Oh, what a climb! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Lukaku really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Sao Paulo come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 25. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 9.
So off we go once more. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Sao Paulo come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Pavard. Belling. Kvaratskhelia. Time and again they are repelled. Son Heung-min to Messi. That's good vision. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Pavard. De Jong. Van Dijk. Pavard. Some good work on the right flank here. Romario touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And it's Messi. Being still separated by the game's only goal. Some really good ball movement. Now the finish! Vieira, a player of legendary status. Pavard kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been
He can run onto that. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Costa Curta. Sao Paulo perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
De Jong. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. It's Bellingham. Kvaratskhelia.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Lewandowski finds himself offside.
Substituição.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Vieira. Son Heung-min. No way through. Can he put it away? And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Sao Paulo have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Good effort from distance.
Sao Paulo surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Van Dijk. Costa Curta. De Jong. Van Dijk. It's Bellingham. Passes short and sharp. Oh, important interception. Thinks one through. He gets big. And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Sao Paulo leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Nice sequence of passes, this.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Lewandowski gets through on his own. Dida did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's played him through. There's the shot! Messi. Oh, they can break here. Now then, the ball's come loose. Messi. Lewandowski. Neymar. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the referee brings it to a close. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. There's the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Sao Paulo with the corner. They're first. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. He'll try from distance. A real chance and a real let-off.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Ederson. He's got great technique, Peter, and for a goalkeeper, he's got the passing range of a top-class midfielder. I think his team will be looking to use him as a foundation from which to build both sustained spells of possession as well as quick counter-attacks. He's got a phenomenal left foot.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Shiatani cuts out the pass. Malcolm. Nicely spread. Played back in. Son Heung-min.
Malcolm really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Quarter of an hour played. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. Now it's Lewandowski. He's had it taken off him. De Bruyne. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Messi. Shiatani gets over and intercepts. And it's De Bruyne. Malcolm will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Guardiola kept his eye on it, and he's there. Still goalless at the moment. Camavinga. De Bruyne. And he's had it nicked away. He's gone for goal. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Has crossed into the middle. And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's straight offside.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
It's Lewandowski! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Ignoring. Half an hour played now. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Alexander-Arnold. Van Dijk can get it clear. Casemiro. Messi. Van Dijk makes the interception. Triol. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Guardiola cuts it out. Foden. And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Messi. Lewandowski. Chance for the header! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Now that looks a decent ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Çalhanoğlu. Nouri. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. In for a header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Alexander-Arnold. Vieira. Malcolm.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That has been knocked clear. And the shot! Terrific save by Manuel. He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've played it short. And the header! And we've reached half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Has a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Lewandowski. Great chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Number 9.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always...
Big chance! Must Lewandowski! No mistake! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Sao Paulo, real chance! And it's in! Back to within 1. Interesting. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's De Bruyne. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. This man very much flavour of the month.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
Sao Paulo are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make... And the finish! Oh, taken with style! Manchester United are back on level terms. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Climbs up big! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Malcolm demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Camavinga. Malcolm! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Malcolm just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And here's a player who has defined a generation. He's in plenty of space here. Son Heung-min. And that is expertly dealt with.
Sao Paulo showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, that's well spotted. Looking here to chip it through. Well timed, excellent interception. Nouri. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
Sao Paulo really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Camavinga. Malcolm. Great defending, strong and determined. Decent progress down the left. Camavinga. De Bruyne. De Bruyne stood. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Foden ready to try one. Foden! Has a look and place it forward. Ederson. Sao Paulo are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Malcolm! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Nouri. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. De Bruyne. And here's Messi. Haaland. And now they can clear their lines.
Sao Paulo have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Chance here to counter. Çalhanoğlu. And he's there to make the challenge. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Haaland. Now Neymar. Neymar looking to penetrate opposition lines. And he's there to get it away.
Substitution in progress.
Now that's well seen too. Caught offside that time. And that will be it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, they've been found wanting, in my opinion, in a few areas that
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
I think it goes without saying, Peter, that Michel Platini will be standout here.
Yeah, a man, of course, who's been idolised by so many, but bettered by almost no man.
Yeah, maybe other players can do it on their day, Peter, but with this fella, he could do it repeatedly. He did it over and over again. It's because he had a wonderful understanding of the game and an incredible ability to read things before everyone else.
He did it all with style and pizzazz. And that has a shot! Terrific save by Manuel. Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Internacional with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Works it forward, and it's Neymar. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Beckenbauer getting this one clear. And here's a chance. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Lam. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Messi. They get a throw in. Haaland. Haaland! Goal! Internacional! And it's Internacional who take the lead. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Internacional are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And he cuts out the supply. And here's Neymar. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Lam. Cantona. And now the hit. Great defending, strong. Has another go! Well, you could just about hear the collective sigh there. They know they got away with one.
Oh, the manager might turn blue here any second. He's probably sounding it right now.
Well, that had them. It's Lukaku! Oh, glorious! That is a special one. He's got himself an absolute peach. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Sao Paulo grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Oh, played right into his path. Cantona is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Fired deep towards the back post. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Son Heung-min, nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Messi in acres of... He's got full! Goal! International! And they're back in front. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
Internacional go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Haaland. Vieira. Sao Paulo are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that is as far as they're going to go. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And it's Neymar. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Well, that pass isn't the best.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Lukaku. Throwing. Quick look, then plays it in. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And here's Son Heung-min. Looks to the finish.
Minuto de acréscimo.
Oh, good steal. He just read it. Neymar. That's headed upfield. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Showing good feet. And he's there to retrieve it. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Teremos uma substituição.
That gets things going for the second half.
Sao Paulo really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Bale. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Bale. It's a good spell of possession, this. Messi. Haaland. He'll try from distance. That's a sharp pass. Messi has created one goal already. Oh, that's ambitious. That was superb goalkeeping.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Haaland is onto this. Sao Paulo really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more. Look! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Haaland. Pinches it off him.
Público presente na partida de hoje.
Now the finish!
71.890.
They've done it! Two to the good. They have breathing space. That is lovely. Finished with amazing expertise.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Internacional take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Vieira. It's a mighty effort! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And he's picked out the run. Just the keeper to beat. Great hit! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are pulling clear here.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Platini. Oh, good-looking ball. Sao Paulo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, super find. Shapes to shoot! Messi. Platini proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring, because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
And Messi! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Sao Paulo were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
No time do São Paulo. Camisa 25. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 20.
Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And that could set him on his way. It's run loose here. Sao Paulo needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Bale. He's cut it out. Bale! Great strike. A test for the keeper.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
And it's Messi. Messi. Zico. Van Dijk cuts it out. Marquinhos. The final 5 minutes. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And he's intervened well there. Vieira wins the duel this time. And it's Zico. And he's let fly! Oh, brilliant save! Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Romario. He's one-on-one! He's had a shot! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
Sao Paulo have their third corner.
Sai para a entrada do jogador.
There's the header! Harmlessly behind. That's been cut out, well played. Romario. Romario. Oh, what a pass a goal! He has done it! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Well, and the referee brings it to a close. Sao Paulo perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement. Well, it is one of those days in football that rarely disappoints, the intertwining plots and subplots which mess with our heads. One of the most dreaded days, of course, the fight against relegation, and it all rests on the outcome of 90 minutes of football, to which we are all about to bear witness. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Griezmann! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
That is a great pick out. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making...
And the shot! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Sao Paulo penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Yeah, I think for them to get their noses in front away from home is brilliant, but these home fans will demand a response.
Oh, that's well spotted. That is good strength. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Referee's given a throw. Marquinhos. Neymar. Oh, easy pickings there. Pass is just off target. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Casemiro. And here's Messi. Oh, that was vital. Neymar.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. And that has been clubbed away. And he's there to retrieve it. That's a sharp pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that is out of play. Messi has it out wide and in space. And we have our very first corner. Atletico Paranaense are looking to go forward now. Defending was strong and firm. Atletico Paranaense look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. when they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners.
And he's had a hit! Just a fraction high.
That's just plain unlucky. There were many, me included, who thought that was going in.
Vieira, and he's in on goal. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Davids. Messi. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Can he finish? He's got a goal! Atletico Paranaense back in business. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
It's a simple game. The striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Aim forwards, and he was quick to react.
Neymar, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Conte. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Messi. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked...
Has a shot! Oh, brilliant! Just brilliant!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Pass somewhat off target. Can he get away here? Oh, that's neat. There's the shot! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2-1. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And the game has already resumed here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with...
It's Neymar! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Atletico Paranaense just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Neymar. That's been cut out, well played. That's headed upfield. That's a lovely, neat pass. Keeper's ball. And he cuts out the supply. Puyol promptly onto that, and that is that. Roberto Carlos, the man we've all come to watch. Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And The pass is intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, he was clearly disappointed. Speculative strike. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Griezmann. Sao Paulo needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Played out to the left flank.
Sao Paulo are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and heads it! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Son shapes to shoot. He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substituição em campo.
Sao Paulo have their second corner now.
Neymar. Camisa 6.
Oh, what a climb!
Camisa 13.
And that's caused a worry or two.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Camisa 4. Camisa 5. Camisa 25. Teremos uma substituição.
Sao Paulo may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Foot in. Messi really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Atletico Paranaense do have a chance to counter here. Well played right to Nielsen. Gets through. Now the finish! And he hits the net. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Atletico Paranaense are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Oh, terrible mistake. Big chance! Yes, it's in! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. An act of charity gratefully received. Sao Paulo get themselves back into contention.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Ribery.
Sao Paulo really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Sao Paulo need a goal, and they need a goal now. That is the bottom line, the only line.
Yeah, and there's enough time to get it, thankfully. The only question is, have they got it in them? They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Vinicius Junior to Nielsen. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this too.
And the shot! He has done it!
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
Atletico Paranaense could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Adams. And that is a little... And Ribery! Well, now it's a race for the ball. White attempts a clearance. Sao Paulo have their third corner. And time is up. And so the lowest point, relegation, the ultimate disappointment. So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan...
Real chance!
What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Sao Paulo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That has not gone well. Van Bouten spots it and intercepts. That looks a good ball through. And the shot! He has done it! Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Atalanta are doing very nicely, thank you.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, he's hit it long, but astray.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
No, that's been intercepted.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been...
Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, that comes down as wasteful again. The pass broke the line, and the finish, I think, broke a few hearts.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And it's Lukaku. Well, that's well spotted. Now it's Lukaku. And he's picked out the run.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He has found the way through.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Fernando Torres. Triol cuts it out. Del Piero. Abraham! Sticks it away!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
He is through here. And he's only too happy to take that back. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, it's played into the area. Oh, important interception. Fernando Torres. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Well, that's beautifully weighted. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And he's intervened well there. 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, there's a probing ball. Van Dijk makes the interception. And he cuts out the supply. That is good alertness. Played into space out wide.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, decent hit! They've scored! They are right back in business.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal...
Shot at goal! He scored!
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Sao Paulo take the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
Great chance! It's there! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Big chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Fernando Torres has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Del Piero. He's through here. Oh, that's fabulous. And Romario! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Sao Paulo 2 up, but it is a crazy, undulating, unpredictable game. And we are back underway. Neymar. And it's Schneider. It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught up. Neymar! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Sao Paulo needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have...
There's the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Nicely intercepted. Neymar. Lewandowski. Del Piero. That looks a cracking ball. And the finish! And more, and more, and more! And surely that settles it! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
So now the difference is 3.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Messi plays a sharp little ball here, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Lewandowski threads one in. Shevchenko. Well-timed, excellent interception. Well played right into his path. Sao Paulo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And it's Neymar. Oh, that's a key interception. Neymar. Oh, he's burst through. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well, he may well be lining up the knuckleball here. It is a specialty.
This certainly looks appetising. Schneider! Neymar. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Haaland. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Sao Paulo have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. That has been cut short. Saliba cuts out the pass. Fernando Torres fires from distance. Beckenbauer. They get a throw in. Yeah. It'll be a throw in. Somewhat off target. 75 minutes played. And it's Neymar. Shot. He's had a hit! And it's in!
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So is this the start of a comeback? Fiddles it through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's running through. He's found... Oh, shooting chance! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Teremos uma substituição.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well read, nice interception. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Marquinhos.
João Neves gets over and intercepts, and that could set him on his way.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Neymar.
Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. Vieira, a player of legendary status.
Romario. He's played him through. Del Piero.
Haaland! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
Van Dijk.
Sao Paulo clearly now in lead preservation mode. Beckenbauer.
Teremos
And it's
5
Puyol.
minutos de acréscimo.
Has a look and plays it forward. Shevchenko. Caught offside that time. Could go all the way here.
And that's out of reach.
Puyol picks it up from the goal kick. Now it's Romario. Del Piero. No, it's not getting there. He's got the shot away! And yes, it's there!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club. We have already started, and the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Abraham has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Referee's given a throw. Oh, that is a nice touch. He has found the way through. It's a goal kick. Looking for options for movement. And Del Piero! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Looks for the finish. Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Rivaldo. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Messi.
That's good play from him.
He's found a way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Mbappe! Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, there's the hit! Goal! Sao Paulo! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Sao Paulo have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another...
Could be danger here! And through to the goalkeeper. Now it's Rivaldo. Now it's Cruyff. And Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Diaz.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Cleared without hesitation. Guardiola! Chooses to go back. Abraham was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Sao Paulo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Internacional clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Back into the middle. Cruyff. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And Cruyff! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's taking no chances there. Sao Paulo are looking to go forward now. Now it's Messi. He's got away. He's got the shot away! Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Guardiola.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Spread neatly. Rivaldo. Mbappe. And the ball is out of play. And it's Rivaldo. Cruyff. Great chance! Oh, taken with style. They have come roaring back.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Internacional grab the equaliser, and we're all square. Lukaku! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Sao Paulo have their second corner now. There's a probing ball. And now a sudden chance to count. Abraham! Goal!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Shot a goal! This time surely! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because...
And a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then...
And there's the end of the first half. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Senhoras e senhores, informamos sobre uma criança perdida. Atenção, pai de um menino de mochila verde. Entre em contato com o funcionário mais próximo. Substituição em andamento.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Sao Paulo can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And that could set him on his way. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Shapes to shoot. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi. Del Piero, a true great in every sense of the word. And here's Neymar. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. In for a header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Sao Paulo really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Guardiola. That has been cut short.
Sao Paulo may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
And here's Cruyff. And he's away. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
That's a nicely weighted pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 23. Camisa 25. Camisa 11. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 5. Camisa
Neymar.
21. Neymar.
And here's Haaland.
Camisa 28.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Abraham. Oh, super ball. And Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Sai para a entrada do jogador, camisa 17. Substituição.
And the header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Sao Paulo have, after this, one further opportunity. Great hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Foot in.
Internacional clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. And it's corner.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Camisa 90. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador.
Big header!
Camisa 9.
Should have equalised. Oh, that could prove a pivotal moment in this match. They needed that goal badly, you know.
De Bruyne. Now it's Rivaldo. Belletti. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, important interception. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Works it forward. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's shifting. Del Piero! Jorginho is always scanning the pitch for targets. He's in, surely! No way through, so can he finish? And that would have won it.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Neymar. That is a great pick out. Haaland! No mistake! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Let's make sure that's not getting through. And it's Cruyff. That is ended up in no man's land. Nicely aimed pass. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that's well spotted. Interesting ball.
That's going in strongly.
Rivaldo. Pass is just off target. And that will be it. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, after all of that, Jim, what do you think?